Hello, welcome into my channel. I'm Stitchy Red, and so probably noticed that my last Flosstube was a live video. Well, apparently that wasn't too popular. Yeah, you try things, some things work, some things don't. It's okay, it's not the end of the world. You know, I'm enjoying doing live videos over on Twitch. It's just sort of a different audience, I guess, and that's fine. If you want to see more lives, then follow me on Twitch, because I will be doing lots of live videos over there. Really, probably not live videos over here anymore. You know, it doesn't really seem to be that popular. So this channel is all about stitching, in case you're wondering. I hope you like my little background and stuff. I still am kind of having fun doing that. Anyway, let's talk about few announcements and things. I had a pattern come out with the Stitchers Collective. It was a charity for Earth Day. So if you donate to one of 4 charities, at least $10, you get 31 patterns. That will be going on until the 15th of May. So if you want to get those, there's like some really great designers in there. There's some amazing patterns, way cooler than mine. So definitely check that out. I will put a link to the website on that in the description box. And of course, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you've already seen that. My 5th Doctor pattern came out, so check out my Ko-Fi if you're interested in that. I have opened up an Etsy store, so I will put a link below. I don't have anything in there yet, so caveat. I should have a pattern in there by Monday, so that's the 8th of May. So there should be at least one pattern by then, and I'm working on some other ones. And if you're watching this later and the Earth Day thing is over, my Dodo pattern will be in there, and I'll be showing the finished stitch on that a little bit later in the video. So links to all that stuff down below. Before we get into the stitching, I want to thank some people for mentioning my I've got notes here today because the lives, everything is a little scattered. I'm trying to be a little more organized with what I'm doing. But several people have mentioned me on their channels, which is really cool. Allie, Cozy Cabin Stitching, shouted me out in her video. It was really nice. Cam the Stitcher mentioned my channel. Thank you. I love watching her videos. Michelle, who's the Chinook crafter up there in Canada. Thanks for mentioning me on your channel. I like watching your videos too. And yay, welcome in. You just started not too long ago. Tina Fraser mentioned me in one of her recent videos because I had talked about joining the cross stitch challenge group. And Cinematic Stitches, Michaela, was the most recent one, and I had sent her a pattern because I had gotten it in a box, and it's a nice pattern. I think it was called 5 o'clock, and it just wasn't something I was probably going to get to. I have a million patterns, so many, not to mention all the digital ones, and I was like, you seem way more interested in doing this. I will send it to you, because sending a paper pattern, it's not that big a deal. It's not that hard to send off. So she seemed decided in the video, so I am glad that she's gonna get some use out of that, because it'll probably just sit around here and collect dust. But thank you to all those. I'm gonna put mention them all down below so you can find their channels if you're not watching them, which you know you probably are. Let's face it, you're watching, like, everybody has more viewers than I do. It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I've come to terms with this. It's all right. But we should get on to the stitching. That's what we should do. So I'm gonna have a 2-camera setup. This is similar to what I was doing with my lives. So I was kind of wanting to do this because I thought it would be nice to be able to see what I was doing. So I'm still using the software, the OBS software, because you can record stuff in it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And it kind of cuts out that step of editing because I can just like switch the scenes and all that. And as long as I'm pretty on my game, it should go well. Let's hope. All right, let's switch over. Oh, wait, no, I had on the right thing. Going so well. Okay. All right, now we are going to talk about some whips. So, first off, Snow White. This pattern is from Donut Stitch. It's on an 18 count easy grid Ada. So you can see this is what the finished one will look like. And let's see what I got a lot more done this month. I made a lot of progress on the house. So you probably tell like pretty much none of this stuff was in here. So I think I did some of the greens and then a bunch of the house. So I'm getting towards, I think, the halfway mark down here. So this month I'll probably work on filling in the house and getting that more done. Some more of these, like there's some more green swirls here, but I was just having a lot of fun doing the outlines and then filling them in, the colors, everything. It's so cute. It's so vibrant. I love it. I'm looking forward to picking that back up again. Now, I'm not going to have nearly as many Snow White things to show you this month because I only worked on 2 of them. Because I've realized I cannot work on 20 billion thousand projects a month. But we do have one more Snow White for you, and this is from Brooks Books. It's on a 28 count ivory Lugana. You can see that one is so cute, and I finished out the apron and I got that stuff done. I decided to go ahead and do the back stitching on that because I thought it was just fun to like have it be a finished part. And then I did some of the back stitching on the bodice here, and then I'm starting on the rest of it, the cape and things, with some of the Krennic. So this one's coming along. It's the colors. See if we can kind of tell some of the sparkliness on there. The Krennic in person is just woo, so fun. So this is really, it's looking good. I'm doing some alterations that Pinky the Pink, the Make It Pink website, she added. So I will let you know when those are coming in and what changes were made. Okay, next up is the Magic Potion Temperature Sal. You're not really going to be able to see much in this picture, but this is on a 16 count charcoal Ada, and I'm stitching this with my husband Derek. So I do some of the bottles and then he does some of the bottles, so we're each working on some each month. I think I did to about here or so. So this is March. You can see we had a pretty warm March. There's a lot of orange. Just wait till you see April. It's gonna be very orange. It's kind of like but we did get a little green, and we even got a little of the like turquoise or aqua colors. So it's not all not all orange. That'll be next month. But I think it's looking really cute. Temperatures in Florida notwithstanding. What can you do? It is coming along, and it's kind of fun working on something together. Doesn't drive me crazy at all, I swear. Okay, next up is the Supernatural Style from the Witchy Stitchers. This is on a 32 count country mocha linen, and I got another creature done this month, the Striga, something like that. So it's this little witch here. And so my little adjustment this month is I did the little spider and the little pentacles in a toile, which even in person is really hard to see. So if you can't tell, it's okay. It's the toile is very like mildly sparkly, and those are very small elements. So, but I tried to add a little something. So I'm halfway through with the creatures. Of course, the whole frame is done, so that's nice. But I'll be doing 2 in May, right here. So we'll be really coming along on this one. So that's really exciting. This is also my desk for doing all my other filming. So there's still some like floss hanging around. Okay, next up, Dark Queen of the Earth. Now this is an old picture, so I've done more than is even on the picture. This is from Autumn Lane Stitchery, of course, and so 32 count Lugana. I did the Nightshade fabric by Under the Sea. So this month was the face and the hair, and it's really starting to come together now. So I chose the like original face. As you can see, the red hair. They did have a hair pack coming out, and I thought about waiting on it, but I was like, I really actually like the red, and I think it kind of goes. And at first I was a little hesitant on the face. I wasn't sure about it, honestly. But I thought about it for a little while, and I was like, well, you know, Dark Queen of the Earth, sort of like a goddess. She wouldn't be strictly like superhuman looking, really. She would have some sort of almost alien quality, sort of something maybe unsettling, because, you know, nature, we tend to think in like human terms and stuff, but nature has a lot of aspects. Something that was very of nature might seem a little weird to us. So actually it kind of grew on me, and so I decided, you know, I liked it. And I know a lot of people changed the eyes because they wanted them to look, I guess, prettier or friendlier, but I kind of liked her looking a little more intimidating, a little less human. That's just my interpretation on it, and I think that might have been what he was going for in the original artwork. So here, we'll spread it out so you can kind of get, but yeah, we're really getting there. This month is the arms, all the skin up here and the arms. So I should have that done for the next video. I'm really excited about that. And there's not a huge amount of stuff left then. I think there's some bits up here. I think there's supposed to be some sort of crown. And then, of course, like legs or something, who knows. And I'm kind of glad I picked this face because the arms sort of, the hands go into the wood, and I think that adds to the creepy, otherworldly sort of vibe, which I was kind of getting into. So, but yeah, I think she's looking great. I can understand some people, it may not be their like thing, or they may not like it as much, but I like her. I think she's looking good. I do like the hair. I always like red hair. Red hair is fun. Okay, next up is Farming Magic Sal, which is this really old picture, so. And this is on 18 count fabric of some sort that I got at a retreat. Oh my goodness, it's looking so cute. Oh, good grief, look at it. Oh. So this month was this whole like section over here, this tree, and then the goat, and the little ducks, and the plants and stuff. So that was what I was working on this month. Just like, look at the goat, look at him, look at him. They're so cute. This whole thing is so adorable. So there's a barn coming in up here this month. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. But oh my goodness, I'm loving this. It's so cute. I think it's just going to be delightful, just absolutely delightful. So, you know, what we've got so far is great. This the part that just came out is great, and there's like 3 more parts, and I'm sure they will be fabulously, wonderfully great. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, I had 2 new starts this month. So Heart of Spring from Little Dove Designs, and it's on an 18 count Aida that I got when I was in Jody's Fabric of the Month. This doesn't have like a name or anything. But I made pretty good progress on it this month. I think I got about 40% done. And I still got some, like, the band with the daffodils is done. I've still got the pink to do around the hearts, and then the back stitching on this row. And then, of course, the other side of this, it's got some flowers, got to finish the house, and then the lower part. So my goal is to have this done at the end of next month, because I'm doing this as a stitch along with some of my friends over on Twitch. If you watch Stitch and Chill, Kelsey, on her Twitch stream, someone suggested, I think it was Charlie Quinn, suggested doing a like stitch along, and so we wanted to do 4 different seasonal patterns, and so we chose these. It's the Heart of Spring and Summer and everything from the Little Dove Designs. So we started with this one, of course, because it's in spring. A little bit shorter timeline because we started in April, so gotta get it done by June. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping it goes pretty quickly. It's not a huge pattern really, so I think I can manage it now that I've kind of ratcheted back some other stuff. Yeah, but you can check on my Instagram, and we're using the hashtag Heart of the Season Sal, and I think I posted about it recently, so definitely check that out, and you know, watch Stitch and Chill, because she's working on it too, if you want to see somebody else's, and we'll see if we can all get it done in time. We shall see. We shall see. So I also started Summer in Stars Hollow from the Black Needle Society, and this is on a 32 count easy grid Lugana. I'm doing all 4 of them on one big piece of fabric. So I'd already done fall, you can see here, and then I started on summer. I got the sunflower, or, well, are they sunflowers? Daisies? Oh, I bet they're supposed to be daisies because of the show. Daisies. And like the sky and some clouds. So I made a start. You know, I worked on it over that weekend, because the Spring and Stars Hollow retreat was this month. But of course, you know, I hadn't done the summer pattern, so I'm like, okay, I should do that, because then the spring one goes over here next to it, and then the last one that's left would be winter over here. You can see I have a much bigger piece of fabric than I need, but to get it this wide, I needed it to, you know, this long. It had to be this wide. So I was like, I'll cut that off later. As you can see, like each individual ones aren't huge, but it is a full coverage thing, so that does add up. So I'm not sure. I'm thinking I might pull this back out in June and see if maybe I can finish the pattern over the summer, and then try to work on the spring one and maybe get that done before the winter retreat. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, finishes. What have I finished? Okay, first of all, of course, I've got a Chronocross pattern. This is Radius. So it's on a 16 count, natural Ada. I get it from Joanne, so it doesn't like really have like a name. But this one came out pretty well, you know, for old guy with beard. I'm not working on one this month because May is one of my months off from working on those. I get 3 months off a year. Okay, now I'm working on I finished Miss Hen. This is from Stitchy Princess. And it's just on a 16 count yellow Ada that I had in my stash. So, but look at it. Oh, it's so cute. I had so much fun working on this. It's like fun colors, fun little chickens everywhere. Look at that arm on that chicken. Do you even lift chicken? Yes. That chicken could bench press me. But it's so cute, and it's got some fun little geometric stuff up here, the little house. And this is actually the last one I'm doing, sort of like I did like a seasonal set of some of the little animal people. I need to make this into a pillow. I have 2 other ones I need to make in a pillow. I was going to do that before my Flosstube. I did not get around to it. I really just need to do that. Once I get them all made into pillows and stuff, maybe I'll bring them on here and show off like the fully finished ones. But I did finish this one this month. This one's for summer season. I thought it was nice with like all the bright colors and the sun and the sunflowers and little butterflies and stuff. It'd be really cute. So yeah, I liked that one. Okay, so I talked about my dodo pattern. So this was my stitch of it. So I'm going for a whole, I want to do some other patterns too. Oh, my other light went out. Well, actually, well, I'm not going to worry about plugging it in because I'm almost done. So, the dates on here, we've got 1600 to 1681. And 1600 is roughly when the dodo was like discovered by people. And then it was, you know, pretty much gone by 1681. So 81 years after we discovered it, was gone. And I know we mainly talk about, well, the ships came and then the rats like ate the eggs and stuff. But we also, like, people also hunted them. Not we, I went around. But people also hunted them for meat and everything. So that led to the decline of the population until they were gone. But I tried to make sort of like a ghosty dodo with the blue back stitching, and he's got his little gravestone. I'm going to give you a peek. So I was talking about there's going to be a pattern in the Etsy store, hopefully Monday. I'm doing another extinct animal, because I'm calling this series Ghosts of Our Past. And so, of course, this one came out with the charity patterns and will eventually be in my store later, but also doing the Great Auk 1852. So it looks like it should be related to a penguin, but apparently it's a different, like, it's a slightly different species. They're not directly related. But yeah, he's impressive. So my husband stitched this, Derek stitched this, and this pattern will be available soon. So if you want to stitch more extinct animals that we humans eradicated, because we did hunt this poor little bird to extinction, you know, for meat, and also his down, the down of the great auks became very popular at that time, and so they just hunted them until they were all gone. And it was a very large land bird. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 feet tall, so it was big. It's sad. So yeah, that pattern should be available Monday, maybe. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link to my Etsy store, and it should be up there in a few days. Okay, let's switch back talk about plans and stuff. So I'm going to be working on a lot of the same things. I'm probably just going to be working on those two Snow White ones. I'm not going to work on the other ones for a little while. I'm going to try to get back to those soon. I've also I've got a pattern that I'm making for a Pride charity drive that'll be in June. So I just finished stitching that. I can't show you that one yet, but I should be able to show that one in my next video, because then the charity patterns will be available. So that'll be another one where we have a charity, you donate it to it, and then you'll get a bunch of patterns from different designers. So that one's going to be really fun. I'm really excited about that pattern. I think it's really cool. Some of the people in the Stitchers Collective have seen it and really liked it, so I'm very excited. So soon you'll see that one. What else? I should have made some notes. I mean, I did make some notes. I just didn't make notes about this part because I wasn't thinking. Oh, of course, I'm doing a stitch along for my birthday. So I'm turning 42 this year. And so I decided, of course, I have to do a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy pattern. If you don't know anything about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, short version, there's these people somewhere out in space who want to know what the answer is to life, the big question, life, the universe, and everything. Well, they build a computer that's supposed to figure this out. And after years and years and years, it comes back with the answer and it says 42. And they're like, what? So then they have to build this whole other thing to like figure out what the question is, because they don't know what the question, like they got the answer, but they don't know what the question is. It's a very comedic science fiction thing. If you haven't, I mean, you probably most people at least heard of it, even if they haven't read it or watched the movie, which I do kind of like the movie. I know it's very divisive. A lot of people didn't like it, but his books are never an easy thing to translate to movies or television. I like the Dirk Gently series too, even though it had a lot of changes. But when you have something that's so, like, I don't know, esoteric, maybe that's the right word, it can be very hard to translate it to a more like concrete medium. With books, sometimes you can kind of get away with being very like out there, but that's harder to do in a movie or a show. But yes, I posted about that in my Instagram. I have a pattern, and I meant to bring the picture of it. But I'll post a link to the pattern I'm doing. It's Don't Panic from Allerton Embroidery. And it's not a really huge pattern. It's very manageable. I'm going to try to get that done this month. So I'm trying to finish that. I want to finish Heart of Spring. I've already finished my test stitch for my Pride pattern that's going to be coming out soon. I'm going to be working on, the Dark Queen and Farming Magic, doing some more of the Supernatural stitch along, and of course the April bottles for my temperature stitch. I don't think there's anything else. If you really want to know, you should just follow me on Instagram or something. And of course, I'll be showing off all that stuff the beginning of June when I do that. Also coming up, I'm going to Stitching in the Wild down in Fort Lauderdale. If you're going to that, drop a comment down below, say hi, we hang out. Yeah, and then I have a virtual retreat Sunday. The Spring Fling box from Dee's 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. So I'm excited about that. I get to hang out with some people. I know someone I mentioned earlier, Cinematic Stitches. She's going to be there. So, so I'm excited. So lots of fun stuff to look forward to. coming up this month and next month too. So it's a lot of stuff. But I think that's about it for me. It looks like I'm at like 30 minutes, so I feel like that's a pretty good amount of time. And I'm going to just put on my outro, and I hope that you have a great day or evening or whenever you're watching this, and I hope that we'll see you back here next time.